Hello students, welcome to Real Academy. My name is Rajendra Choudhary and I'm a maths faculty over here. Today we will be studying what are the different methods to find out square root of any number. Okay, but before we understand how to find out square root of any number, let us first come to what are squares, which I hope you might already be knowing. So if one number is multiplied by itself, okay, the result is known as the square of that number. Okay, so 9 is the square of 3. It is denoted as 3 raised to 2 because we are multiplying 3 2 times. So 3 into 3, 3 square equals to 9. And the reverse of this, if we reverse this process, so from 9, if I am trying to find out the root, okay, square root of 9, that is 3. So the word root literally means to find out the number which is at the root of its square. So 9 ka square root is 3. So we are going to see what are the different methods to find out the square root of any number. Okay, यहाँ पे तो मुझे पता था कि 9 का square root 3 है, 3 3 जा 9 होता है. That's why I wrote the answer directly. But what if the numbers are a bit bigger? Okay, some larger numbers we will take and we'll try to find out the square root of those numbers. Now remember, not all numbers are perfect squares. What is the meaning of perfect square? So in this example, 3 square, 9 is a perfect square. But if I tell you what is the square root of 10, 10 is not a perfect square. There are no two integers when multiplied twice will give me the answer 10. Correct? It is not a perfect square. 3 3 जा 9 होता है, 4 4 जा 16 होता है. So 10 has no square root which is an integer. ठीक है, सो हम लोग ऐसे नंबर्स का स्क्वायर रूट कैसे फाइंड करना है वो भी देखेंगे आगे. ठीक है, फर्स्ट लेट अस गो टू द वेरी फर्स्ट मेथड ऑफ फाइंडिंग आउट द स्क्वायर रूट, दैट इज द फैक्टराइजेशन मेथड. ओके, फैक्टराइजेशन मेथड. So you must already know the meaning of the word factor. What is a factor? If I tell you write the factors of 10, okay, so to write it in the form of factors means to write it in this way, 2 into 5. Okay, to write it in the form of multiplication of 2 or more numbers. Okay, so the factors of 10 are 2 and 5. So the name of this method is factorization method because we are going to find out the square root by factorizing the number completely. Let us take an example. The first example that I am going to take is 1296. Okay, suppose 1296 is a number जिसका हम लोगों को square root find करना है. Okay, ऐसा कौन सा नंबर है जिसको खुद से multiply करेंगे तो 1296 आएगा. We have to find out. So let us factorize this. Factorization का process start कैसे होता है? Start with the most basic prime number that will divide this. ठीक है, ये सबसे छोटा नंबर कौन सा है जिससे 1296 डिवाइड हो जाएगा? सो 1 अपार्ट फ्रॉम 1 यू हैव टू सी. सो लेट अस स्टार्ट विद 2. सो 2 6 जा 12, 2 4 जा 8, 16, 2 8 जा 16. अगेन डिवाइड बाय 2, 3 जा 2 जा एंड 4 जा. करेक्ट? वंस अगेन 2 1 जा 2, 2 6 जा 12, 2 2 जा 4. अगेन 2 8 जा 16, 2 1s are 2. Now next number is 81 which is not divisible by 2. Okay, so if it is not divisible by 2, try to take some other factor. If I divide this by 3, okay, this is 3 2s are 6, 3 7s are 21. Again by 3, 3 9s are 27. Again by 3, 3 3s are 9. And the last number also is 3, 3 1s are 3. Till you get 1, you have to factorize this. So what are the factors of 1296? Okay, so if I have to find out square root of 1296, I have factorized this completely as factors are 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, 4 times 2 and 4 times 3. Okay, till now we haven't found the square root. We have just factorized 1296. Okay, now how is this helpful? Remember I told you the meaning of square root. Okay, and I told you the meaning of square. So if we have to find out the square root of 2 into 2, the answer will be 2 because it is square root of 2 into 2. Okay, so now wherever you can find out the pairs, okay, you have to take the number outside the square root and write the answer. So this is one pair of 2, this is second pair of 2, this is one pair of 3, and this is the second pair of 3. Okay, now what are the numbers that will come outside? 1 2, one more 2, 1 3, and 1 3. Okay, so square root of 1296 will be equal to 2 into 2 into 3 into 3. Wherever the pairs are forming under the square root, take one number outside the square root. Okay, so this will be the answer. 4 multiplied by 3 3s are 9. Answer is 36, which means 1296 is the square of 36. Okay, if you multiply 36 into 36, you will observe that the answer is 1296. Okay, so this is one method to find out the square root of any number, factorization method. Okay, you just have to factorize the number completely under the square root. Wherever the pairs are forming, take one number outside, okay, and then multiply the result, then you will get the square root. Now this method, it only works when the number that you have to find the square root of is a perfect square. So in this example, 1296 is a perfect square, right? 36 into 36 is 1296. That's why we got the square root easily. Okay, we did not have to struggle a lot. But this method will not work if you have to find the square root of a number that is not a perfect square. Okay, so there is one more method which we can use, okay, that is called as the long division method. In that particular way, there is no such number, okay, जिसका हम लोग square root नहीं find कर सकते, perfect square हो या ना हो. Okay, first let us see how that method works, and then we will try to find the square root of some numbers that are not perfect squares. तो पहले हम लोग एग्जाम्पल के लिए एक परफेक्ट स्क्वायर लेते हैं और देखते हैं कि ये मेथड वर्क कैसे करता है, राइट? सो नेक्स्ट मेथड टू फाइंड द स्क्वायर रूट इज द लॉन्ग डिविजन मेथड. Okay, now as the word itself suggests, we are going to keep on dividing a few numbers. So for example, I have to find the square root of 2209. Okay, let us find the square root of 2209. Okay, so as the name suggests, we have to write this in the form of a division, correct? And the first step to finding out the square root is to divide the digits into pairs. Okay, so you have to start from the units digit. This is the first pair of digits, okay, then these two is one more pair of digits. So form the pairs first. Why? I'll tell you. So first pair that you see here is 22, correct? So 22 के लिए you have to find out the nearest perfect square. Okay, nearest perfect square, but it should not be greater than 22. It can be less than or equal to 22. Now if you observe, 4 into 4 is 16, correct? And 5 into 5 is 25. So 25 is a perfect square which is greater than 22, so which we cannot consider here. Okay, the number that is just the perfect square that is just less than 22 is 16. So we'll write here 4 4s are 16. This is the first step. You have to find the perfect square which is the nearest to 22 or less than 22. Now 4 4s are 16, subtract this, the answer is 6. Take the next pair of numbers down. यहाँ पे pairs में number नीचे आते हैं, not like division where we take one digit at a time, right? So 609 is the next number, but what will happen here is a little bit different as well. Whatever digit you have multiplied here, जो भी square तुम लोगों ने लिया है, 4 4s are 16, add the same digit again. 4 plus 4, you will get the answer 8. Okay, now after 8 you will have to assume one more digit, okay, जो खुद से वापस मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो 609 से लेस देन और इक्वल टू आना चाहिए, नॉट मोर देन 609. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ आई टेक 88 into 8, you can take them same only. Okay, these two digits should be same only. If you take 6 here, you can only multiply by 6 here. ठीक है? If you take 7, you can only multiply by 7. So these two digits will be same. So ऐसा कौन सा digit है? Now if you observe 8 के table में 8 7s are 56 होता है, right? So when I multiply 80 into 7, you will get 560 something. Here we have to take 7 also. So 87 into 7 हम लोग try करके देखेंगे. It might be less than or equal to 609. So 7 7s are 49, 4 carry. 7 8s are 56. 56 plus 4 is 60. As you can see, we got the answer exactly equal to 609. Okay. So 87 into 7 is 609. The remainder is 0. Okay. So in case of a perfect square, you get the remainder 0, and whatever the quotient is your square root. Okay. That means square root of 2209 is equal to 47. Okay. Square root of 2209 is 47. Simple. This is how the long division method works. Now this was a simple number, it was a perfect square. अभी यहाँ पे क्वेश्चन ये आ सकता है कि what if यहाँ पर एक नंबर बच जाता है जिसका पेयरिंग हो ही नहीं रहा है. ओके, दिस इज वन पेयर ऑफ नंबर्स, दिस इज सेकेंड पेयर ऑफ नंबर्स. व्हाट इफ देयर इज अ नंबर लेफ्ट, अ डिजिट लेफ्ट जिसका पेयर हो ही नहीं रहा है. सो ऐसे केस में क्या करेंगे, लेट अस सी. टेक एन एग्जांपल ऑफ वन सच नंबर. ठीक है, फॉर एग्जांपल इफ आई वांट टू फाइंड आउट द स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ 11,449. ओके, let us find out the square root of 11,449. When we make pairs of digits, okay, we'll start from the units place. So this is the first pair, this is the second pair, but you can see 1 here is left alone, there is nothing to pair with 1, so we can assume that there is a 0 before 1. Okay, now this becomes one pair of digits. What is the nearest square to 1? It is 1 itself, right? We know 1 ones are 1. When we subtract, the answer is 0. Take the next pair of digits down, that is 14. Okay, now you know what to do next. 1 plus 1 फिर से करना पड़ेगा. I told you, you have to add the digit again, correct? In the next step, 2 will come, and along with 2, we need one more digit here along with 2. When it will be multiplied with itself, the number should be less than or equal to 14. But you can see 14 is less than 20 something, right? So here the next digit will be 0 only. 20 zeros are 0. When we subtract this, 14 will come as it is. Take the next pair of digits down, that is 49. Okay, now here nothing will be added. 0 is the only digit we took, so 0 is added. In the next step, this will now become 20, addition of 20 plus 0, and we will have to take one more digit. Okay, such that when this number is multiplied with that digit, okay, it will be 1449 or less than that. So I can see that in the end there is 9 here. Okay, so there are not many numbers that give 9 as the last number when multiplied with itself. So we can take 203 into 3, but this number is not even more than 1000 because 200 into 3 is 600, right? So we can try 207 into 7. Why? Because 7 7s are 49, and in the end here we can see it is 9. So let us try 207 into 7. We'll get 7 7s are 49, 7 2s are 14. As you can see, we are getting 1449, which is required here. So the next digit is 207 multiplied by 7, 1449. The subtraction is 0. Once we get the remainder 0, whatever the quotient is the square root, right? So therefore, square root of 11449 is equal to 107. This is our answer here, right? So हम लोगों ने दो examples देखे where we found the square root by long division method. Now in this example, pairing was not happening. Now let us look at one more example. I told you earlier that by using this method, we can solve the square root of any number, even if it is not a perfect square. Okay, so let us try to find the square root of a number which is not a perfect square. For example, I'll go on the next page. Just now I told you that 10 is not a perfect square, right? So if I have to find out square root of 10, how do I do that, right? So let us find the square root of 10 by long division method. Okay, remember this is not a perfect square. So when we find the square root, the number is going to be a decimal number and it will not be a rational number. Okay, we'll get a string of numbers after that. So we'll have to assume something after the decimal in the question also. 10 can be written as 10.000000. We are taking some zeros also because the division jo hai, we are going to find it till 3 decimal places at least. So let us do that. Now look at how the pairing happens when there is a decimal point. This is very important. Long division method mein pairing the digits is very important. On the left side of the decimal point, I told you, we start pairing from the units place. Correct? 0, 1. This is the first pair. So from units place, we start the pairing on the left hand side. Whereas on the right side, you have to start immediately. This is the first pair. This is the second pair. This is the third pair. Okay? On the right side of the decimal, start pairing immediately. Correct? Now let us find the square root of this. So what is the nearest square to 10 which is less than or equal to 10? We know it is 3 3s are 9 because after that 4 4s are becomes 16. Correct? Minus 10 minus 9 is 1. Okay? Add the same digit here. Remember the steps, they are same everywhere. So 3 plus 3, you will get 6. But along with 6, you will have to assume one more digit. Correct? Now take the next pair of numbers down here, 0 0. And since we have moved past the decimal point, हम लोगों ने decimal point cross कर दिया है, quotient के अंदर भी decimal point आ जाएगा. Okay, so 3 point. Now let us find the remaining answer. We need a number near to 100, less than or equal to 100. So 62 को अगर मैं 2 से multiply कर दूँ, it will become more than 100, right? So I'll only have to take 61. 1s are 61. This is the only option I have. Okay, because 62 into 2 is more than 100. Now subtract this, you will get 39. Take the next pair of zeros down. Okay, so 3900 is the next number. Here add the digit that you considered earlier. So 61 plus 1 is 62, and there will be one more digit that we need to find out such that its multiplication with the same digit will be less than or equal to 3900. Now we all know that 600 into 6 is 3600 something, right? So if I multiply this 626 by 6, we should get some value near to this. That's an estimation, correct? Let's try to find out. 6 6s are 36, 3 carry, 6 2s are 12, 15, 1 carry, 6 6s are 36. We are getting 3756. It is less than 3900. Now let us check whether if we take the value 7, it crosses 3900 or not. But we don't even need to solve it because we all know 6 7s are 42 ho jata hai, right? So if I multiply 600 something by 7, it will be more than 4200. So this value will get crossed. So this is the only answer that we will consider. 626 multiplied by 6 will give me 3756. Okay, when we subtract this, 10 minus 6 will be 4, 9 minus 5 will be again 4, 8 minus 7 will be 1. So 144 is the remainder. Take the next pair of zeros down and continue the same process. So 6 will get added here, correct? 626 plus 6. Remember, we have to add the same digit here. So 6 plus 6 is 12, 1 carry 3, 6 3 2, and we will need one more digit now, correct? We will need one more digit. Now you can see 14400. If this is near to double the value of 6000, 6000 into 2 is 12,000, correct? And 6000 into 3 is 18,000, which is more than this. So 6300 something. If I multiply with the digit 2, what we will get? 6322 into 2. So 44612,644. But if I take 3 instead of 2, it will be 18,000 something, which is more than 14400. So this is the only value that we can consider. So the next digit is 2. Here also we will take 2. Here also we will take 2. Okay. And we have 12644. Subtract this, but the remainder still won't be 0. Okay. You can see the remainder is still not 0. It is 756. Now the remainder will never be equal to 0 because root 10 is not a perfect square. Okay, and if it is not a perfect square and you are trying to find the square root, it is not a rational number, which means this decimal is not going to end. It is a non-terminating decimal, and also it is non-recurring. I hope you know the meaning of these two terms, correct? Non-terminating means the decimal is not going to end. Non-recurring means these values will not repeat again. Okay? There will be a random string of numbers, 1, 6, 2, anything other than the same numbers, correct? It won't repeat. So this is how you find out the square root. From this question, you can say that square root of 10 is approximately 3.162. Till 3 decimal places, we found it out. If you want, you can go on further. But like I told you, it's a non-terminating decimal. It won't be 0 at any point. Okay? So this is how you find out the square root of any number using long division method. So the first method only works if the number that you're trying to find the square root of is a perfect square. Okay? And this method works for any number you want to find a square root of, you can find it using long division method. I hope you understood this. If you liked the video, please share and subscribe to the channel, and also give a like on this video, correct? Thank you everyone. We'll stop here.